Hello, and welcome to another week of the Abusecartoons Livestream. Sorry it took a little while to get going there. Hey K5, how's it going? So I've got the combined chat up, but I've got other stuff just to, keep an eye out. Hey, unknown girl, how are you? Oh, good morning, True Help TV. Very good. That's great. Glad you could catch the stream. Yeah, close to the usual time, but wrong day. So it was test week this week. So the school days for my daughter were literally like 90 minutes or 2 hours, just based on the test. So it really screwed up the usual Tuesday. But we'll try to get back on track. Oh, now my nose is driving me crazy. And the construction next door is pretty loud, so if you hear any hammering or power tools, that's what's going on. Yeah, they've got a very small... The house is really tiny, so they've got a very small crew over there. I think 2 people, usually just 1, but 2 people today. Looks like they're doing some wiring. But, yeah, now I can hear it. As soon as I go live, they start cutting. So hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, all the demolition is done. That was the noisiest part. That's pretty long. But yeah, it's December, so yeah, December 1st. So time to get those Christmas cartoons going. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, something's got me going. Oh. So, yeah, it actually could be the, whatever they're doing next door getting pulled into the air. I didn't think about that. Yeah, sometimes the sawdust smell is pretty strong. All right. Yeah, so I hope everyone's doing well. True Hope's got a new job. Haven't been able to stay up late. Oh, yeah. Yeah, things have been going okay. Really strange weather. We've had kind of hot and cold days. The temperature's been jumping significantly, so everyone's getting sick. Everyone's getting colds and everything, so... Oh, good. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it should have the... yeah, that's the nice thing, too. They've got that nice... shock on them too, so every time I bump the table you don't hear it. When I was using the previously, when I was using the Blue Yeti, no matter what I had it on, anytime anything got tapped, it has a big shock collar, but it's pretty cumbersome. But yeah, this mic is much better. Oh, good. I was worried I could really hear it from where I am. So because I'm on the exact there's just a wall, they're just a wall away. So and the houses here are pretty close. So literally I could barely fit between the 2 houses. Well, on this side I think it's okay. But the other side of the house, literally you'd have to go sideways. So I don't know how they're going to handle redoing the exterior on the sides. It's going to be pretty tight because I don't even know. You couldn't even raise your arm. So I don't know how they're going to do it. But they managed. Yeah, they've managed before in other houses. So yeah, so originally these were really tiny houses that they split. Already all Japanese houses are on a small lot, and they split these lots in half. So they're literally like a single wide trailer width, like a 2-story single width, single wide trailer that goes maybe twice as deep. They're really long, but they're really narrow. So yeah, it's very strange. It's obviously company housing, and but people are trying to restore them. I guess the tiny house thing and building little lofts and stuff is all all the rage right now, but they're protected as well, though. They're kind of historically significant, or for some reason, so you can't buy a couple of them and knock them all down and like do a triple lot or anything. So the city prevents you from doing that. They're not really that old. I think they're just post-war, so 50s or 60s. So yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, great. Oh, glad. Good timing for this stream. Yeah, I was worried being on an off day that I'd miss you guys, but yeah, I'm glad it worked. Yeah, it was so weird setting up the date. I was like, oh, all right, it's December. Yeah, so if you want to hear more, well, it's going to be me, but maybe my voice is going to be altered. I'm going to do, for the other channel, for the hobby channel, the tabletop channel, I'm going to be reading these horrible books. I'm not horrible. These Mutant Chronicles books for the channel, because we did a lot of Mutant Chronicles content, and I read a lot of the short stories from the little pieces of fiction from the rule books. So I have a set of these novels now. Just these little mass market novels. So as kind of an advent calendar, I'm going to read a chapter a night on the other channel as a live stream. And then maybe I'll like back them up and put them together or whatever. But yeah, I just was trying to come up with something for the holidays, for the hobby channel, and something more regular. I need more content on there. I don't do enough unboxings and things. So we'll try that. Okay, so maybe no more cookies. We did cookies last week. Oh, sorry. Oh, so these are the Mutant. Oh, sorry. Get in the light. The Mutant Chronicles fiction. They only did, I think, a set of 3 novels. I saw mock-ups for covers for other novels. So I don't think anything else got released because the company went out of business pretty fast. It was a Swedish company, Target Games, that was making this series, and they were co-releasing it at the same time in English and Swedish, which was pretty rare at that time, early 90s. So this is the, what's it called? The Apostle of Insanity trilogy. So it's going to have a lot of just references to the setting and everything, and a lot of named characters. But I'm curious to see. These books don't get high ratings, just like, a lot of books based on settings. But I think it'll be a fun thing to read through, and the fiction is always very over the top. The setting is what they call diesel punk, so it's there's a weird reason that like technology got rolled back because thinking machines became corrupted by this this kind of chaos power, this dark magic. So everybody had to go pre-computer, like pre-microchip, and so that it's diesel punk instead of steampunk. So it's later than steampunk, but not quite high tech. So yeah, I will read some chapters of those, and we'll see. There's each book is written by a different author, so we'll get some varying. I think there's one that's pretty well known. I think Michael Stackpool is pretty established as a sci-fi writer, but I think the other guys, this is like one of their few books. So we'll see. It's the Mutant Chronicles. So yeah, originally that was a setting from Sweden that kind of they developed to compete with Warhammer 40K. So, but it's long gone, long dead. It's had a few short revivals, but yeah, it keeps going away. All right. That just looks like a flask. Oh, maybe that's a good a good Christmas joke. So let's do the proper cap though. All right. There, something like that. Oh yeah. Eggnog flask. There you go. K5. Yeah, it was kind of a I think because it was originated in Sweden too, it was kind of a metal series, kind of like a heavy metal inspired. A lot of the visuals and everything had a lot of 80s metal inspiration. So yeah, it's good. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, very cool. I'd love to see it. Yeah, true help. If you yeah, working on a story, that would be great. Yeah, I don't have a huge amount of time, but I'll definitely take a look at stuff. That's always fun to see other people's yeah, other people's creations. Yeah, I haven't been able to ever write anything very long form. Just those just the short stories. That series that I did the AI voice. Now I'm the more AI is just infecting everything, the more I want to go and hire actual voice actors to do those stories, because AI is just it's going to be, yeah, just too intrusive. And I thought it was funny. It was kind of thematically funny because these are the stories are kind of about the the difficulty of living with technology and kind of the invasion of technology in people's lives. So I thought it being read by AI was a little bit, you know, ironic. But yeah, we'll see if I can ever get around to doing that. It's a bit expensive if you want to hire like professional, actual professional, decent voices. Lee did a really good job. Dolly from the she's been on the chat before. Dolly read the first story, and it sounds amazing, but yeah, it's a big ask because it's a lot of work. For somebody to do that doesn't it's not their profession. Ah, oh, thanks, unknown girl. Yeah, I thought that was I thought that was fun, and I still have more ideas for those stories, and I'd like to continue doing it. But I think first I want to collect that first 12 that I did, and I even thought too that the if I couldn't I have trouble thinking about especially those Nmity stories in long form, but the idea occurred to me that if I just the way that I'm writing them, the way that I'm writing them in pieces, if I don't focus so hard on a specific kind of gimmick for each story, but write the chapters as if they're stories. I don't need to do another flask here. Then I can. It might be an interesting way to connect the characters and kind of write it a little bit more organically, because I definitely enjoy being able to finish, like get to the end of a story. I think that's the problem. I think a lot of people have difficulty with that, unless you have kind of an idea where it's heading, or at least get there, at least like mentally get there, even if it's not like very polished or very refined. It's really hard to go back and put yourself into that same headspace and take that same journey. And I really like what happens when writing fiction. I really like what happens where you really surprise yourself. Like once you start to try to be those characters, or try to, they kind of tell you what's going on in the story. You're kind of informed by this world that you've created, and of course this is what would happen, and obviously this is what would happen. And I like that dynamic, and I think it's like Stephen King that is really like that, like writing, not outlining, and just writing beginning to end. And I like the surprises in that. I think it's less structured, and you can't hold on to themes as well in the writing. But I really love that process is much more. It keeps me much more connected, and I enjoy that creation part of it. But at the same time, if I don't get to the end, or at least imagine, like get to the point where, okay, I know how this is going to end, sometimes I can never finish the story, because you can just never get back there quite exactly. Yeah, it's funny. They're such products of kind of states of mind and things. Ooh, Apocalypse Diaries. The diary of a guy who was born in a zompocalypse. Wow. Oh, nice. It was rescued at Logan's Steakhouse. Ah. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's really nice too. That the process, I think that's really important. Like how, because I know some writers actually write longhand, like on legal pads still, and that stuff has to be like transcribed to actually make manuscripts. Yeah, interesting. So actually writing on a typewriter and having a story that's about post-apocalypse, that's pretty cool. Yeah, very cool. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you when you print it, yeah, you actually just scan the actual typewritten pages instead of having it typeset and digitally laid out and typeset. You actually scan the actual pages and maybe embellish, some of the pages with details, some damage and things so that it actually looks like a physical document. That's a pretty cool idea. Wow. Nice. Yeah, it's hard finishing. Yeah, anything long form that definitely takes some work, and I don't think I have the ability to do that. Because even I can't even do comic strips. I can only do a single panel of a cartoon, so obviously I'm not going to be able. Can even narratively handle getting through like 3 or 4 panels. So yeah, but the process is really fun, and that's the one of the things I like about the tabletop gaming, like role play gaming, is that if you have players that are interested in a character and not just like, you know, metagaming the mechanics of a game, or you know, just worried about dice rolls or whatever. It's really fun. Those stories are really fun. So like the Blade Runner actual play on the Upturned Table channel, the players that I am playing with or that I'm running the game for do a really good job of like inhabiting those characters, and not to the point where it's annoying voices and it gets really weird and pretentious. They really just think about though that character's motivation, so it keeps them in the game and they're not trying to kind of second guess what's happening. The character's reacting to what's happening, and the player's trying to interpret that. So it's pretty cool. I've really been enjoying that. So Matt, that pops into the chat sometimes, is one of the players. So yeah, very fun stuff. All right, I'm not drawing anything very Christmassy. I guess I better be a little bit more intentional if I want to do that. Let's see. Maybe just get away with something like this. Yeah, it's good to see everyone in the chat. Oh yeah, that's a very cool. Yeah, I try to I do try to make the characters, at least when running a game, I try to make it obvious when a character is talking and when just I'm talking or narrating action or whatever. But I think we're in this era where a lot of theater kids have invaded tabletop, so they're really into the actual performance of it. Not thinking so much about the story or anything, but they really want to explore a character in more in ways of like how they sound, and having them feel like it's an actual, like feel different, like it's an actual performance. And no, I really enjoy that. I've had some DMs that are really amazing with voices, and it's just when they do it just enough to make you forget that it's them talking. I think that's really interesting. Yeah, that's cool. I would love to play as much as possible. And we're just doing it online because all the players are in America, so we're just playing online. And I've hated that before. I've had really negative experiences, like everybody having different quality microphone and everything, and it being really hard to, find a good level. Every time somebody speaks, you want to turn them down, and then you can't hear some other people, so you're kind of riding the volume on your headphones to try to save yourself. So it's been really negative, but and virtual tabletop I never liked very much. But wow, when we did Blade Runner, and then we're doing John Carter of Mars, and it goes really well. The sessions are really smooth and much more enjoyable, and no video at this point. I think that also makes people a little bit more self-conscious. Oh, I didn't realize I was drawing so thick. Also makes people self-conscious, and that's the other thing too. I don't think it's really that fun to watch like a grid of 6 or 8 little webcam windows. I don't really need to know what the players look like. I'd rather see character art. So yeah, actual plays are in a funny place now. Okay, let's get rid of this. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's really, really fun. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's such a big difference. Oh, Christmas. Oh, yeah, thank you. Unknown girl, I need some inspiration. Christmas tree decorations. Ah, yeah, like generationally. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing that comes up a bit. Oh, Little Debbie. Oh, I can't even remember. So, yeah, Little Debbie, I can see the box, but I don't remember the types of. They're kind of like, it's all kind of the same, right? All the Hostess, Little Debbie, and what's the other one? What's the one that advertises all the time with the Peanuts, the Charlie Brown holiday, Dolly Madison? I think those are regional. I think those are just only certain parts of the country. Little Debbie snacks, but there's a mistake. Wrong shape. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe I'll just start fresh on the other file here. Yeah, so I like the idea of the old ornaments. That's always a thing. If you ever have kids, that's a thing that happens. Is when the kids start really young and they have a lot of projects at school where they're making like Christmas tree ornaments. They're always. Some of them are just paper, just paper with like a piece of ribbon stapled to it or whatever. So you have this like crazy mixed generations of Christmas tree ornaments. So that might be a fun thing. Draw something that's kind of old and tattered and not really holiday season. Yeah, I like the snack cake mistakes too. That's good. Nice. All right. Wait a minute. Oh, wrong layer. That's why. Okay. So maybe one more. Okay. So let me think of some. Oh yeah, maybe some. I don't know. Some things like shaped, like snowman shaped. There's nothing this complicated. Oh, and it has to be a snack cake, so it has to be 3-dimension. Okay, wait. I'm going to draw this separately. All right. And then this part. It's a little sharp. Actually, I can do this in the coloring. I just needed to get the weird dimensions. So something that's supposed to be snowman shaped, but and something. What else? There's stars or just yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull this off and just a ding dong kind of snack cake shape. This one, I think I'll put the line in. Yeah, of course, say snack cakes, and I start thinking about snack cakes. So, of course, I want to start drawing food. All right. Oh, yeah, I'll leave that. And that's on the wrong layer again. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's the good thing about all that construction paper stuff, all the stuff from school is, yeah, it doesn't get broken as opposed to anything ceramic. Yeah, so there's snack cakes. I don't think I can actually get away with doing something that looks like a star. What's another, or maybe like a Santa head? Yeah, misdecorated snack cakes. Sounds like it'd be really funny. Or like a wreath, maybe? Actually, that, something that simple could be a wreath. But with the, no. Yeah, let me think about that. Yeah, let's try some decorations. Yeah, I think the paper, paper ornaments might be funny. And have that feel and be kind of curled up. A little bit curled up still. Yeah, something like that has that very, or just homemade ornaments in general. Or even like a poorly executed, like a fabric gingerbread man. And then have him kind of covered with weird stitching. Yeah, I forget what it was for, some craft sale or something, but I remember one year when I was a really tiny kid, my mother went all out making these felt Christmas tree ornaments. They were literally just layers and layers of felt with I think like a center. They had like a cardboard, like a cardstock center for some craft fair. Like I think she volunteered to help do something. And I remember she was just endlessly cutting out shapes out of felt, but they're pretty cool. The templates. This looks like something from Hellraiser. It doesn't look very holiday. Okay, well, we'll see if the Cenobite gingerbread man is gonna it's gonna go anywhere. It's supposed to be like, very poorly executed stitching, but it looks a little too bondage like or something, or like piercings. All right, we'll keep at this. Yeah, so other right. Oh man. Oh, I watched I don't know if it's a reboot or whatever, the new Hellraiser movie, and they got the original one is based on the original, the Hellbound Heart, the Clive Barker story, And so it's got really good ideas about. I mean, it's written like erotic Lovecraft. I mean, that's the thing I think works really well with Clive Barker's writing is he goes to places that like Lovecraft wouldn't go to, but there is this like insane evil beyond understanding kind of thing. But the new one doesn't get that at all. It's got characters like that are very minor into the story that are the reason the box gets found and opened. But most of the cast is just young kids with drug problems, and they did that with Evil Dead too. The Evil Dead remake had used that same gimmick, where a kid with a drug problem is the reason everybody's getting together, and the reason that they make very strange and why they're very unreliable as like protagonists. I think that's a weird. It's a weird gimmick. It's a weird kind of shortcut, and I got to stop doing that again and again. Hellraiser. But yeah, it was the effects were okay, and some of the designs were fun. Much less like black leather matrixy looking from the original movie, and more just body horror. Just like flayed skin and everything. Everyone wasn't dressed like dressed like tech noir. They were more just mutilated bodies. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I won't go too far into the story. Yeah, but you right away you find out it's the a girl with a drug problem, just like the Evil Dead. But yeah, no, check that out if you like. It's a different take on it, so I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious what you think if you like the original. No, I don't think that's true. I don't think it's disrespectful. I think they're trying to do something different with it, a different take, and whereas the like the original, I can't remember the sequels very well. I know I've seen a lot of them, but I'm just thinking mostly of the original movie. That's the one I've seen most recently, where like one person is kind of dealing with this thing at a time. This is like a group of people that are dealing with the Cenobites and things. So feels a little bit different, a little more Scooby Doo. But yeah, it's worth checking out, and I'm curious what you think about the difference and how they handle it. It's a little bit bigger scale of a story. It's got like more of a history, and they go more into the lore. The idea of the lore is a bit more expansive, but I don't know. I think they might have done that in the sequels as well. I can't remember how much they explain stuff. Yeah, right. Yeah, there isn't a dog. If they had a dog with them, it'd be perfect. A talking dog. Oh man. All right. So other ornaments. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Next time you're on the stream, let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm curious. Yeah, curious what you think of the reboot. It's definitely, much more respectful and a better attempt than a lot of other stuff. But I don't know. We've had some real odd, like the Texas Chainsaw reboot was terrible. I didn't like the Evil Dead at all. It lost. I mean, a lot of the charm of that movie is that it's so low budget, and you can just see the people torturing each other in a house for a long time to try to get a movie done. Yeah, usually Monday night is the night. It was just this week I had to. I didn't have the schedule. My too much driving and stuff to do. But yeah, usually Monday nights, North American time. This is a rare. What is it? Wednesday, right? Because it's Thursday. Yeah. So this is a rare Wednesday night. Oh, I was thinking of some, like a. That's not right. Oh, like a zinger or something. It's funny. There's a lot of import shops here, but nobody imports the real, real American junk food. We can get a little bit, like there's Doritos, and a few things. I think those are actually made in Asia, though. Some of the whatever we get, they're actually like regionally made. This doesn't need a line. But the real, like, Twinkies and little Debbie snack cakes and stuff, yeah, we don't get any of that type of stuff here. Maybe it's just because there's not a demand for it. I don't know. There's a lot of things that just don't play well in Japan. Anything that's too sweet usually doesn't do well. But I say that, but Krispy Kreme is like really popular here for some reason. So I don't understand like what the deal is, because sweets aren't very sweet here. But yet Krispy Kreme donuts, people were lining up around literally when it was first in Tokyo, the first shop opened in Tokyo, and it might have just been like a pop-up shop. The wait was 2 hours to buy Krispy Kreme donuts, and not even like, hot donuts, like freshly made hot donuts, just donuts that they made somewhere else and trucked them, over there. So they were stone cold. And it was a 2-hour wait just because of the reputation or whatever of that they developed. Yeah, there was a In-N-Out Burger did that too. There was a pop-up shop in Tokyo. Tokyo gets all the it's the New York of Japan, so it gets all of the, where is this? It gets all of the test market kind of stuff. I have no idea where this is. Oh, that must be on yeah, jeez, it's on the background. Sorry, just sorting out my layers. Okay, so weird Christmas decorations. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, that's on my list. That'll be a New Year's resolution. I'll post a PO box that can forward. They have a lot of those kind of virtual mailboxes now where you can forward stuff. Oh, I'll set that up. Okay. All right. Yeah, some Amazon sellers are trying to sell that kind of stuff. I mean, with insane markups. Like I think a box of Twinkies is like $50 or whatever. But also, it obviously is, they're not running it like an actual food business. Like they're not actually thinking about expiration dates and stuff. So they send people very expired food. And so there's in the comment section, there's like pictures of like, people opening very moldy looking Pop-Tarts and things. That's funny. I didn't think that stuff went bad. Oh, mini pie donuts. Oh, that's cool. Damn. Oh, Court, how's it going? No, I'm sorry. It should be popping up. It should be popping up. Hey, Quartz Creation. Sorry about that. Yeah, this combined chat is supposed to be putting both messages. Let me check. It's got a yeah, it's supposed to be everything. Oh, am I not going out on Twitch? What's going on? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going out on, or at least the restream isn't. What's going on here? So YouTube, where's the, oh no, it is. It is. Yeah, that's weird. Sorry about that. Yeah, the chat is not working. But hey, Quartz, how you doing? Yeah, they usually come through. Sorry about that. Well, I'll keep both of these open then so I can see. It's really weird. it's so hit or miss. And it's, of course, when the thing starts, it's restream.io. And of course, when it really stops working is after I've kind of been forced to subscribe to it, because they cut the number of destinations down to 2 in the free version, and they eliminate a lot of stuff. So they had a deal for people that had been using it free for a while. And of course, as soon as you start to pay, then the service is complete garbage. That's when all the technical stuff hits. And I guess it's just because you don't mind it as much when you're not paying for it. When you're using something for free and it doesn't work, it's like, okay, well, that's fine. I'm not losing any money. But as soon as there's money involved, when they don't have their shit together, it's pretty frustrating. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Court. Sorry about that. I can see you now in Twitch, so I'll be sure to see. Yeah, it usually, and it puts that little icon of the source. Oh yeah, and a funny thing happened on Facebook. The last time we did the weekly live, which is Thursday night, we do the tabletop live thing, and for some reason on Facebook we did something. We violated their terms of service, so they deleted the live stream. So I don't know what we did. It's very strange. Because it just tells you, it just gives you their quick little summary, and it says, you violated our terms of service. Do you accept or deny this? And I couldn't see what it was even referring to. It didn't even tell me what link or what it was talking about. I didn't know if it was a comment or it was a post or whatever. So I click off the window, and that's gone forever, that little pop-up. And now I'm sure maybe in the back end somewhere I could find where that was, but I wonder what it was that violated. We were talking about sick kids, like Chris's daughter was sick. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. But that was weird. I'd never seen that before. But I know Facebook has very random kind of automated stuff that picks up background music and stuff on videos and takes things down pretty aggressively. So I don't know, but I have no idea if it was a topic we talked about or something. But we've been posting there for 3 years, and that never happened before. And it's not like we radically changed the content of the show. So yeah, that's very strange. Something got caught. So yeah, but I don't mind giving up Facebook as a destination. It's mostly just friends and family that see me there and just go, oh, hey, I guess you're still around. All right. Oh yeah, maybe something with a bite out of it. Oop. All right. Something like that. I think this needs to be pulled around a little bit. There we go. There we go. So how's it going, Quartz? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I guess it's not technically, it's just December. Yeah, it was happy. I can't wait to try Dark Tide. That just showed up on Game Pass. That Warhammer, it's like I think it's the same studio that did Left 4 Dead, so it's just zombie hordes. You're just mowing. They're not Left 4 Dead. It wasn't. That's not Left 4 Dead. That's a team. Is it? I can't remember. It's but it's just like a what would they call it? Like a horde shooter. It's a first-person perspective, and the previous one they did was a fantasy one. So you're killing Skaven, giant rats and zombies and stuff. And this one is their sci-fi setting. So there'll be more modern sci-fi weapons and stuff. Oh, it must be. Oh, yeah, it must be popular. The download is really slow. That's weird. So hopefully, oh, that'll be done sometime. It's like 200 gigs or something. No, oh no, it's only the base thing is only 40 gigs. But yeah, can't wait to see that. So Vermintide is the fantasy version, and this is Dark Tide. But it's been in beta for a while. They've had beta weekends and stuff, and people are saying pretty positive stuff about it. So we'll see. It's real hard because there's so many characters on the screen at once. It's pretty hard on your video card and everything. So we'll see how how good my not the best system does with it. All right. Oh, where did the chat go? Nice. Are we spamming your OnlyFans link in chat? Oh no, are we getting that again? The ugh, yeah, that keeps going on. The oh no, okay, good. Yeah, for some reason, I think it's more the tabletop channel, but it's been found by the porn bots or whatever, so it gets spammed all the time. Oh yeah, no, I'm using OBS to create the stream, but then to send it to different sources. I'm not sure if you can get something through, like there's maybe like commercial versions of OBS that can do multiple sources, but I'm going through Restream to break up the stream and send it to different places. So we'll see. Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're talking about the oh yeah. Well, that'll be a thing. That'll be a thing I can pick up in like have waiting for me and pick up one time I visit the U.S. so I can bring it through in like checked bags or whatever. It might have a better chance of getting through than in the mail. That's right. Yeah, True Help. I remember you mentioning that. Oh, yeah, the Facebook fan. That's definitely K5's OnlyFans links. Yeah. Oh man. I wonder. Yeah, no, the chat doesn't I think put anything into the chat. Yeah, I have no idea what that nonsense was. Very rare. All right. Oh, I'm not staying on target. Oh, maybe like a paper wreath as well. So do a wonky looking another paper ornament. Maybe just perfect circle in the middle. And the same kind of oh, I'll do those in color. And some kind of bow. Oh, I'm getting a little too detailed. Something like that. No, that doesn't read as worn out in kids. Yeah, so maybe get rid of all of this and I'll just paint that in. There we go. Okay. So, weird snack cakes and ornaments. I think maybe this is enough of the ornaments. Let me flip one of these and see. It'll look much more awkward flipped too, because usually I draw pretty. Yeah, there we go. Usually I draw pretty asymmetrically, so that'll work to make it look even more awkward. All right. And the weird gingerbread man. Okay. So are these... should we lay them down? I don't think they're... Yeah, he's not drawn to lay down very well. Maybe just kind of slump them around. Yeah, maybe just that is fine. So this one, and this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to get in the mood for the holidays this year. It's already weird over here with the way that they half-ass everything for Christmas. But yeah, it's just still we've got masks and nothing has felt normal for, this is the third year now, so very strange. And I can't believe, I guess I don't want to say the name of the country that's having the unrest right now because of their zero COVID thing. We won't talk about that, but yeah, there's all over Asia there's increased infections. So another shitty, these are huge, another shitty holiday where everyone's still all masked up. So maybe maybe more like they're just laid out on the floor. This is an overhead. I don't know. Well, it's a weird enough. Uncomfortable looking enough. Yeah, here we go. Some weird looking misprinted snack cakes. Oh, actually, let me fill this one. Sorry, I'm not watching the chat very well. Oh, wow, K5 second time. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what exactly. I think it's just now it is spread so easily that anybody has it, and it just goes around very easily. But luckily, they're not being very strict and trying to control things like some other countries are. But yeah, it's still not over. And it's going to be weird because I think, Japanese people are pretty tolerant and kind of obedient to whatever the government asks of them. But even they're getting tired of things. There's a lot of people online just saying, I don't believe in it anymore. I think it's over. Let's just say it's over. So there's a lot of people here who have incredible patience and kind of tolerance are just giving up on the precautions and being careful. All right. The Island of Misfit Snack Cakes. Yeah, let's see how this Okay. So it's like those what are those cakes in on the East Coast? I think it's like New York or New Jersey, the ice cream cakes that they have just a couple of different pans, like a couple of different like silhouettes, and they just rotate them. Like they take their whale, they have Fudgy the whale, and then they take it and rotate it so that the tail is at the top, and then that becomes like Santa's hat. They just draw a really weird, like Picasso looking Santa Claus on a whale shape. There's a couple of, what is that ice cream company? I think they're still in business. It's a real old one, but I think they're still in business. Oh, yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what, and we don't really have an idea of the because all that they report, it's so frustrating, and I think every country is like this. But all they report is infection numbers, so you don't know where they had, like, maybe their city, they can count them by city, and then they give you a total for the country, but they're not saying like what these conditions are. If there was, if it's among, you know, public school kids, if it's among people that are going out drinking at night, like, you don't have any idea kind of what the demographics of any of this stuff is. So you just get these abstract numbers, and you don't even know if it's a lot of people because, how does that compare to how many people have a cold right now or whatever? Yeah. So it's, yeah, all that stuff is very weird. Still, it's a bunch of numbers that don't have any meaning. Oh yeah, right. uh, yeah, there are still signs that say wear a mask in Japan. Unknown girl. It's so they recommend it, they suggest it, and they'll even ask you. I think if you're in some, like if you're in a Starbucks or something, um, and talking and not wearing a mask and not drinking anything, they'll ask you to put something on, but they won't kick you out. Like, that's the funny thing about some of the rules here, is that they're just recommendations, and you can just say no, and no one's going to do anything. Like, that's the conversation ends there. They're like, okay, fine. They're not going to so strongly try to enforce things, and people aren't so combative. You just get looked at. If you just walk around with no mask right now, you just get looked at. There won't be anybody that like forbids you to do something. You can still ride the train. You can do whatever. No one's going to stop you at any point. So it's more, enforced by kind of peer pressure. The mass of people that will be offended by what you're doing. Okay, so let's how to ruin these holiday these holiday cakes. Let's see, color wise. Let's put some color in here to try to get some ideas. Can't go too dark. But yeah, I'm not sure what I don't think people aren't big limit testers here, so I'm not sure what. Oh, maybe a little more yellow. What the actual, extreme of any of this stuff is. And chocolate. Is that kind of green? I can't go much darker though, or else the eyes aren't visible. Okay, and then yeah, maybe just some random stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember hearing that yeah, anytime, so if you died of, been fighting cancer for a decade, but you got infected right before you died, that was the list. They listed the cause of death as that infection. Yeah, it's so weird. All right. So I'll just do some kind of randomly wrong things and see how it looks. Oh, maybe I can just grab this green. What else? Just the poorly printed. Oh, maybe on the bottom here. And some. I don't know if this is going to read, but it's funny looking. So. Oh, and maybe do this. Actually, that should be brighter yellow. Yeah, something like that. The holiday misprinted snacks. And maybe I think that works just like that. Okay, some shadows. Randomly wrong things. Nice. I like the title. New title recommendation. Yeah, we'll see if this actually works. Okay. Yeah. That kind of works, and they can just all be piled up. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think we'll try that. Now I gotta put some eyes. It's gonna be hard to see these eyes on these guys. So the randomly misprinted holiday snack cakes. Oh yeah, it's good. I went with the and one has a bite out of it. All right. Well, we'll try that. I don't know if we can write a joke for it, though. Yeah, that's true. It does look pretty moldy, doesn't it? Yeah, everything looks very green to me today, yeah. All right. Probably because I'm in a room with a giant piece of green fabric behind me. That tends to... Okay, so I want to do really weird faded colors for this. Even more weird. So they're just barely the colors that they're supposed to be. And so like super desaturated. All right, and the goth gingerbread man. Hey, Yum, how's it going? Yeah, I was saying it looks like a something Hellraiser, something from Hellraiser. A Hellraiser Christmas. They haven't done a Hellraiser Christmas special, have they? Well, it's about time. Yeah, I was trying to make it look like the just the like in kindergarten or whatever, where they tried to sew something with yarn or whatever, like a really ridiculous kids sewing job. Oh, I'm not masking anything. But it ended up looking much more bondage than I expected. Or much more, yeah. Extreme piercing. All right, so some faded. Ew, yeah, it's very sickly looking. All right, and then maybe this color. There we go. The handmade. Oh yeah, and then the. All right, and maybe one more color of like a weird faded blue. Yeah, it kind of works. The whole, yeah, sewn, yeah, right. Ginger bondage man. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if I should do a. Let me see if there's a texture that doesn't have a watermark all over it. Oh yeah, seamless would help too. Just online I can throw on top of that. That might look good. Hey, free pick. That sounds like a free thing. So, what's going on? I'll put it right here. Yeah, maybe. So, probably just dark. I can light it up. Yeah, maybe just darken. Okay, so this. Oh, no, this one. And then just fade it a little bit so I can. Or actually, maybe I should boost the contrast of it. Let's see here. Oh, it's not really having, because of the layer, it's really having a big effect. That's right. Little big planet. Oh man. That's exactly what that looks like. Oh yeah, but yeah, I think I do want to fade it out a little bit. All right. Let's try the shadows and see what it looks like. Actually, that can help me make it look more wrinkled than it is. A little big planet. Yum. You should be writing these, not me. Alright. Yeah, the crease doesn't read as a crease. We'll see how this looks on the badly sewn gingerbread man. It reads really dark. There we go. Something like that. Kim face mask. Nice. Nice. So as far as the drop shadow, I think I'm just going to have these kind of looking like they're laying flat, like they're discarded and we're just like looking at them from above. Yeah, because like strangely standing up doesn't make any sense. Something like that. Yeah. Make them look not laying very flat. Maybe too much over here. All right. Wow, yeah, it's very weird. They're all faded. Should I do some, like the paper is kind of aged. Let's try one more layer. This might get a little out of control, but like a faded yellowy paper color. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. It should be darker. And a brush with a soft, smudgy kind of look here. So just bear with me and see if I can get the edges kind of faded looking. All right, and is there a better... I don't know. Oh, I guess he can be kind of dingy too. We can do a like a dirt-looking thing on the gingerbread man. Those are his bruises. Oh yeah, tape. Oh yeah, right, right. That's a good idea. Ah, yeah. Now they're filthy looking. Um, yeah, I think that's as ragged as I'm gonna get him to look here. So let's try the switch back. Where do the eyes go? Maybe just on the sides. Here. Of course, the gingerbread man's eyes are on his leg or something. Yeah, I think leg would work best. Time to retire them. Yeah, it does. It looks like they're covered with nicotine, with that no tar, the yellow tar from a smoker's house. Yeah, if they're really old, they probably were around smokers. Oh, that's just weird and depressing. Yeah. So the Christmas cookies or whatever the desserts from last week were all brightly colored, and these are all dingy and faded. Oh, these are bright. Yeah, that's right. The misprinted and the faded. Really weird. I'm been drawing a lot. I did those weird old Halloween decorations too. Everything aging out. Yeah, some heavy smoking going on that Christmas. All right. Cool. Okay, I think that works. Well, let's, speaking of going back in time. Yeah, they'll just stick to the wall. Yeah. That's true. Let's go back in time and take a look at, I think we're 2007. Uh-oh. Where are we? There we are. Yes, March 1st, 2007. So yeah, take a look at some, probably not a lot of comments. The comments will start showing up in a few years. But we'll go through the archive, and let me pull up my little Google Doc so I can write down anything that's looking misspelled. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, sorry. Wow. Okay. Oh, no. I was just checking to see if the download was done, and now Dark Tide is launching. Yeah, I guess it was a just they didn't update the progress. Sorry. Where is that doc? There it is. Okay. So yeah, March 1st, like we read last time, Lumber felt all his options were bad. Just getting stuff stuck in him. March 2nd. As far as the pen was concerned, blogs are an exhibitionist perversion of the diary. So I guess the height of what live journal and all that good stuff. March 3rd. Yeah, some of these are going to start to get really dated, aren't they? March 3rd, the Antacid wanted to know. Go away. All right. Oh, sorry. The Antacid wanted to know what it was like to burn with desire, not last night's burrito platter. Oh, we got a pin, but no comments. Burn with desire, not indigestion. March 4th. A romantic Italian dinner was more difficult than they ever imagined. Just raw spaghetti jammed in the sauce. Thanks, True Help. Yes, exhibitionist perversion. Yeah, we've all, I mean, like narcissism and exhibitionist and all those words that are just, don't even fit anymore. They're not even appropriate because it's such a normalized condition. Oh, this is a long, weird, unbalanced sentence. Everyone claimed to be non-dairy, but the situation had most certainly soured. Non-dairy shouldn't smell like that. Oh, there we go. Containing a dead insect was skillful, educational, and creepy all at the same time. It's a little box with a pinned butterfly. March 7th. As the ham was sliced, vanity and the enjoyment of weight loss gave way to the fear of non-existence. Yeah, it's one of those spiral cut hams. I think that one showed up. Yeah, it must have shown up in a random before. March 8th. Trying to sell a used lawnmower between a lost dog and French lessons was somewhat discouraging. French. Just a note that says French. All right. March 9th. Oh, he doesn't have a hat. I didn't draw the hat on the drinking bird. It certainly wasn't drinking the water, and he was beginning to think it wasn't even a bird. Yeah, don't they always have a top hat on? At least the plastic ones. March 10th. It was the rare paper cup that fared well in the drinking process. Yeah, that isn't even, I guess that's still a thing. But the little tiny, like Dixie cup kind of paper cups, and, use it at like a water fountain or a water cooler and then just crush it. That's what that's supposed to be. March 11th. Now the car smelled like like a wet dog lost in a pine forest. Oh, look at my little horizon in the mirror there. There's mountains and a highway. All right. Lost in a pine forest. Yeah, they have those cardboard air fresheners for cars in Japan, and a good number of them are marijuana leaf shaped, but they smell like pine or grape or whatever. But it's very weird. There's a lot of like goods and things like T-shirts and a lot of fabric patterns and stuff that use the marijuana leaf, but it's very weird. There's not like a culture of that here. I guess it just got imported. It's just like one of those weird import things. But yeah, that you can get. I should send that to everybody. I'm sure they're available now in the U.S., but that's a funny thing to hang from your rearview mirror. Although I've seen now that some states have regulations where if you have anything hanging from your rearview mirror, they can pull you over because it's supposedly obscuring the driver's vision. So that's another thing, like a tail light out or registration or the tags on your plate or whatever. It's another stupid reason you can get pulled over. All right. A buffet was the last place a baked potato would find respect. Oh, yeah. What is that? Was that Sizzler? I remember as a kid that steak knife jammed into the baked potato. I remember that at some like Ponderosa or one of those cheap steak places, like buffet style steak places in the U.S. And instead of putting the steak knife, which you wouldn't really injure yourself on, but instead of putting the steak knife on the tray, they would like Excalibur it into the baked potato. For some reason, that stuck in my head. You're right. Misunderstood maple leaf. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. A marijuana leaf that smelled like pine. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Ah. Yeah, so you can't. That's interesting. Yeah, I wonder why they sell things that like break, that violate laws in, just It's very commonplace to see those little air fresheners. I guess you can hang them from the cigarette lighter or whatever. You don't have to hang them from the rearview mirror. But he had grown tired of explaining the functionality of his goofy little spout. All right, goofy little spout. That was March 13th. March 14th. The necktie mistakenly thought being clip-on would solve most of his problems. Sorry. So all of its problems were getting tied. March 15th, the wallet contained no cash and felt more like some demented portable filing cabinet. Yeah, just full of receipts and club cards. March 16th. Without his little book, the CD, CD case. Yeah, the CD case felt a loss of insight. So no liner notes on the music. All right, March 17th. Not a single tissue served a noble purpose. I'm always dissing the tissues. Oh yeah, this is a tribute kind of cartoon to the one of the cartoonists I think that I liked the tone of and kind of look of his. He did a lot of balloons. He did a lot of like two balloons talking to each other kind of thing. And yeah, so this was inspired by that guy. I should look him up, shouldn't I? I saw one of his, I think it was a lithograph, but I saw a large, no, shoot. Yeah, it's gonna take me too long to, find it. I can't remember. I think he was I think he was a regular Playboy cartoonist. Actually, shoot. But yeah, good stuff. But that's that composition is exactly is exactly from him. So some days even helium could barely hold him up. All right, he was so heavy. Oh yeah, I should have made a noble gas joke or something. That might have been funnier than helium. Helium's not a very funny word. Canned corn was completely estranged from his roots. That's a really weird little can. Oh, that's cool. That's so funny. Yeah. The fuzzy dice from your review can cause injury. Uh-oh, here's some Japan inspired stuff. So due to their smaller size, the cups were usually drunk first. Yeah, the tiny cups for the sake. I even did the the kanji kind of in the bottle. I don't think my Japanese writing's gotten any better. All right, the worst part of being shaken before opening was sitting in the puddle. Ew. I should have put some bubbles. Yeah. So that it made sense that it was carbonated. Sitting in the puddle. As the number of lozenges dwindled, so did his resolve. Sorry. Maple syrup joke. March 23rd. Sugar-free maple syrup was the most perplexing perversion of the natural world, and he knew it. He knew that about himself. Yeah, right. Sugar-free maple syrup. What is that? Yeah, I remember during that phase, maybe in the 90s, when they were chemically replacing fat and everything else. I think we did get some diet maple syrup. So March 24th, The wallet missed the feeling of containing money even in the smallest denominations. Totally empty. But look how small these are. I guess I'm drawing small objects, but these are really tiny cartoons. It was difficult for the spool of thread to tell who was staring and who was just a button. there's a self-conscious cartoon. There's a cartoon of making fun of the format. I should have drawn it a little bit bigger, but yeah, I liked that joke. I think that was a joke that I'd written first, and then I drew it, and yeah, the drawing doesn't work very well, but it was difficult for the spool of thread to tell who was staring and who was just a button. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. Kanji in Japan, it's not a it's like whenever they first became trading partners, the Chinese traders that came to the Japanese archipelago were surprised there was no written language, and to have like trade and paperwork or be able to probably communicate decently, you had to have a written language, and Japan didn't have a written language whenever 5,000 years ago or whatever the time scale we're talking about is. And so they were just shown that alphabet by China, and so it's very interesting because in Japanese, kanji has a Chinese sound, approximate. It's like an approximation because there's not as many sounds in Japanese. So it has a approximate Japanese sound, and then it has the sound that corresponds to what the symbol means more in Japanese. So it's a little bit confusing. It's really hard to read. Like, you really have to spend a lot of time memorizing not only the letters themselves, but the context of the letters, whether they're the beginning of the word, the end of a word, or whatever. So which sound they would have. So I think each letter has between like two to four different sounds that it makes that have different meanings, or they all mean kind of the same thing, and they're all function. So it's a pictograph, so it always kind of means like the square thing always means mouth or opening or something, and the thing that looks like a tree always means tree or wood. So the meaning is the same, but the sound of it is very crazy. And they don't use, I think China has like over 1,000 or more than that. They have thousands of kanji, and Japan only uses, I think, like 900 officially, and that includes like all the strange ones for like medical words and stuff. But yeah, it's very intimidating to be very literate, and you just have to kind of give up. Like, there's a lot of people in Japan that can't pick up a medical book or a law book or specific science books and even really understand what they're seeing as far as a lot of the words. Just like phonetically, like we don't understand words in medical texts or legal texts very well. It's the same sort of thing, but because it's a pictograph, it's like you're a little bit more lost. I don't know, in a way. It's weird. Yeah, and Japan, that's the other thing. So they also have their own alphabets, their own 50-character alphabets, the hiragana and the katakana. Katakana they use it's the more sharp-looking one, angular one, and they use that for foreign words. So it's kind of like a phonetic. Like, if they have to deal with phonetic words or bring something phonetically into Japanese, they use the katakana. So most T-shirts and stuff that have Japanese on them, or that non-Japanese, when they use Japanese characters, they usually are just using katakana. They're very simple, only a few strokes, simple letters. But it's the whole alphabet. So there's only 50-some sounds in Japanese. So it's a whole alphabet, and there's two versions of it. And so initially, kind of like how literacy was kind of controlled by the church, or certain aristocracy, or the upper classes want to control language and control literacy because that they gave them power. They created so katakana is the foreign word language, and then hiragana, it's similar to katakana but a little more soft and looping. It's a little more round and graceful. That was a language that was created for children and women. So a lot of the beautiful like heian poetry that you see written in that kind of looping, like long, it just looks like a piece of string, like, looped on a paper, on a piece of paper. So women wrote in that alphabet. It's all the same sounds, and so you can write anything, but basically you're spelling it out phonetically instead of writing the pictographic languages, pictographic symbol. But it's really beautiful, and you can connect the letters together. So when you're writing a word, they can just kind of like move into each other, and so they make beautiful visuals as well. And that's very uniquely Japanese, because that alphabet is originated in Japan, so it's not shared by anything else. When Japanese write the Chinese kanji, the Chinese characters as kanji, sometimes Chinese have their own style for doing it, so they don't acknowledge Japan's mastery of it, I think, in the same way. But it's it's interesting. There's so much there. There's a lot. Yeah, there's just a lot. But I like the visualness, and that, I think that language, having a pictographic language, does make Japanese people very visual. Most Japanese people can draw pretty well, which is surprising. They all can. Just a little doodle is always pretty competent looking, which is very surprising. But you spend so much time, learning how to write your language, and you're drawing little pictures in a lot of ways. So you're always a competent cartoonist. Oh yeah. There's some words in There's some the word for wife, I think, is woman. Like, is basically the kanji for like woman in the house, or whatever the meaning is. Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't know, but there's a lot of very sexist things kind of built into Japanese, and a lot of artifacts from bygone eras about how people socially related. Yes, just point to the pictures in the menu. Oh yeah, so what would be, so katakana would be more similar to like block printing, I think, as far as just like the aesthetic and the look of it, and cursive would be more hiragana. So the hiragana is very much more graceful. Yeah, but it's funny that there's like, here's the women's alphabet, and but everybody begins, the first letters you learn as a little kid in Japan are hiragana, because they're easier to write, and even if they're a little bit wobbly looking, you can still read them. So phonetically, to learn the sound of Japanese, and the first writing you ever do is hiragana. And then a lot of times in Japanese manga and some children's books and things, if there's kanji that is kind of higher level, or they don't think the readers will know, they'll put little kata marks, little katakana, is it? Yeah, little phonetic, basically, explanation of how to read the letters in, it's called furigana, is it? I think it's hiragana. But so you learn that first alphabet, and then that helps you then to be able to pronounce anything. You might not know the meaning as well. But it's funny. It's a whole funny thing. But yeah, I'm nowhere near into it. My daughter passed me up, I think, in the second grade as far as her level of kanji. Anyhow, so almost done. March 26th. Apparently, a nightcap was not what the evening called for. Boom. And 27th, the photo album saw the pain behind all the forced and photographed smiles. Oh, that's depressing. Forced and photographed smiles. Full of pain. Hey, what's going on here? What? There's a duplication? Oh no. It's the same one twice. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I gotta fix that. Jeez. Wow. No one has ever said anything about that before. Yeah, there's a duplicate. So that must have been a numbering problem or something, because I had to renumber everything all those years ago when I uploaded everything to Go Comics. Oh, wow. Duplicate. So is there a missing cartoon, or is there no cartoon for the 28th. Yeah, I'll have to go back and check. Yeah, I think I just sent the wrong one when I number, and I might have just numbered it wrong. I'll fix it. All his effervescence still did not lighten his mood. A little Alka-Seltzer joke. March 30th, the wooden hanger felt she could never compete with her wiry contemporaries. Wiry contemporaries. They're so slender. Yeah, see, I can't draw eyes on a wire. I finally have been defeated. There's an object you can't draw eyes on. A wire coat hanger. And 31st, oral hygiene was hard on relationships and the germs that cause bad breath. I think that's come up. Yeah, that's come up in the random one before. So that's a toothpaste ad, something, and the germs that cause bad breath. So just stuck that on there. Wow, duplicate. And April 1st. Leaving the restaurant meant another failed attempt at a relationship with a beverage. Okay. I hate relationships with beverages. All right, so we'll do April next week. A sad copy of a sad fiction. Oh no. Nice. All right. Let me switch back then. Oh no, now we have to write. After reading all that mediocre writing, we have to write these. Oh, I just realized I should probably just wrap green fabric around this mic stand, because then it would be invisible. It'll make me invisible if I'm behind it, but then it won't be so intrusive. I just realized that's a thing I could do because I'm using a green screen. Brilliant. All right. It's funny. It's funny that cartoon was just an exact duplicate, that I didn't duplicate just the writing. I thought for sure that was going to happen one of these days. All right. So, I can get this out of the way a little bit. Okay, and you guys are all just hanging out for the Choco Baby, right? You got to see what the Choco Babies are. I'm gonna eat a Choco Baby, a baby originated in some Chocoland. Yeah, it's funny. The name is so funny, and I think they're just using baby meaning tiny. Yeah, but it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, it was time to retire a few of the handmade is hyphenated, or is it one word? Christmas is capitalized, is all I know. Crust or Christmas. Decorations, ornaments. Yeah. Is handmade. I always hate asking. Well, in Japanese, it's one word. Oh yeah, no hyphen. Yep, no hyphen. $1 million idea. Nice. Oh yeah, I have a 12-year-old daughter in Japan, and she loves. So her big hobby is actually calligraphy, Japanese calligraphy. So writing kanji. So she knows a huge number of characters and can write them very beautifully. And her club at school. So instead of sports teams and things, they have everything is a club. So it's all an after-school activity. And she joined the club that perform. It's a shodo is the writing of kanji. calligraphy. And they have a performance version of it where they take this huge piece of paper, like a like 20 foot by 20 foot, the dimensions, I don't know the exact dimensions, but a very large piece of paper. And it's a performance. It's kind of like half dance, half calligraphy. And so they have some theme, and they many of the members write different things on this piece of paper. One writes with a very large brush that's almost like a mop. It's like the head of the brush is almost the size of just a mop for cleaning. And so it makes these very broad, messy strokes. And the other people write smaller with smaller brushes, but still have to write pretty large because of the scale of the paper. So they all move around this paper and write at the same time, and then at the end hold up something. And it's like a poem or something seasonal or something significant to a holiday or something. And so she joined that club at her school, at her junior high school. So she's really into that. But I was really surprised. I was like, it's a cool thing, and it's artistic, but it's got a lot of formality to it. Like there's some expression and things in it, but there are rules, and there's good and bad. Much more, you can. So they have contests and things. So the competition is basically going to these like regional contests. There's probably something online about it, but it's pretty cool. So it was just this year, so just in junior high school. So that's the weird thing in Japan is they, except for maybe some international schools, they don't have K through 12 anything. So always the schools are broken up between elementary school, junior high school, and high school. And usually you don't have the same classmates between those breaks. You go to a different area or whatever. So a lot of people kind of move around, and the level of the schools is very different. So if you want a better chance at certain universities or whatever, you'll go to different junior high schools or high schools than some of your previous classmates did. So usually elementary school, it's just local, whatever, but then you start to choose, and everything has an entrance exam. That's the crazy part of it is you can make all these plans about what you want to do, where you want to go, or you can literally, the high school that's right next door to your house, you can fail the entrance exam and not get in. So there's a school right there that you want to go to, but you can't get in. So you have to, it's very funny. There's too many, I think, barriers to doing things in Japan in a weird way. But so just, she just started junior high school this year. So I was glad she found something that was, inspiring, because so many kids just like, what do you like? Fortnite. They don't have any interest. Like YouTube and Fortnite is like all they talk about as far as like something that's interesting to them. So it's cool that she like actually has some interest outside of the internet. So should this be more cruel or more? Because this is just a misspelled ornaments. Wait a minute. Ornaments. There we go. This is terrible. It was time to retire, or old and loved and discarded. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that there's a lot of Japanese school culture and life in anime and manga stories. Yeah, so it's really weird. So you have like your best friends with you in school for 3 years, because it's 6 years, 3 years, 3 years is how they break it up. So it's weird because the times when you're forming those real close bonds, for your school, your classmates that you're going to kind of be friends with forever, you can get separated from them very easily if you have different, goals, or you live in different neighborhoods or whatever. So it's weird. You kind of have to, you're the new kid in school again, every 3 years for a couple of times in your life. I don't know what the thinking of that is. I guess though, bullying is a huge problem here. So maybe instead of being bullied for 12 years during all 12 years of your schooling, maybe there's a chance that, you know, when schools change and stuff and you know, go through puberty or whatever, you can figure out what's making you so unpopular. I don't know. And do something about it. But I don't know. I don't know what the thinking is to be moving the students around so much. It was time to retire a few. So handmade Christmas ornaments. Never asked them their age, or oh yeah, right. Left them up from last year. Oh, there we go. Yeah, not being able to throw them out. Right. That's good. Or getting your money's worth is good too. For love or money. Wait, what is that? What is that expression? Hey, Matt, how's it going? You willow watcher, you. I just saw your message. What is that? For love nor money? What is that expression? Earliest reference to this expression is the late 10th century. Oh, well, this will be perfect pop culture. Maria Edgeworth in the Castle Racton. Okay, so when there was no room to be had for love or money, to sleep in the chicken house. Okay. I don't think for love nor money is going to work in this joke, is it? So if you cannot get something or something you will not do for love or money, it is impossible. Oh, so something that can be so they wouldn't what is it? Part with the Christmas ornaments. I don't think that's gonna work, or it's not making sense. Let's see. Old. They weren't old. Were they losing their festiveness? Very old and very loved. Beloved? What's the difference between loved and beloved? Beloved. So the handmade ornaments. So something about that's really good. Oh, sentimental is good too. Sentimental value. These seemingly indestructible ornaments. Yeah. So yes, immortality joke might be funny. Yeah, they're having trouble understanding the difference between handmade and immortal. Indestructible artifacts. Nice. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, indestructible artifacts of Christmas. That's good. Oh wait, sorry. I'm being messaged at. Sorry. Yay. Yeah, indestructible. So it was possible that, yeah, indestructible or in, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, the immortality of children. Yeah, children think they're going to be around forever. Or yeah, or we could do something really dark where the children were no, no longer with us, or like, so, you know. Oh, that's, yeah. Oh, yeah. We don't want to get, because so that's the really sad holiday thing, is holiday ornaments made by your kids, and you still have them, and you still put them out every year, and you haven't seen your kids in like 10 years because they're all grown up and, whatever, obsessed with their life on the coast or whatever. Yeah. Oh, that could get really ugly. So they were like these monuments to children that still visited for the holidays. Damn. Yeah, still ornaments. Ah. Uh-oh. Yeah, what's going on? Screen check. Yeah, what is happening? I'm all it's over here. Oh, it's my monitor. That's right. That's this. Boom. All right. Yeah, very, very dark. Little Jimmy was sure to call this year. Yeah, too depressing. Yeah, I got to be careful. I don't want to. It's very easy for me to just want to go that direction. So artifacts of, uh, yeah, artifacts of holidays made by people that didn't come around anymore. Oh, thanks, True Help. That's good. Yeah, I like that. I like that. The children thinking they're living forever. Old and alone and falling apart. Um, yeah. Let's see. So something that has some catch to. Yeah, this year. I like Yum's little Timmy was sure to call this year. This year. Uh, yeah, sorry, Matt. Yeah, I'm gonna get all depressed with the holiday. Yeah, holiday stuff is easy to go depressing with. It's too easy. Um, mm, mm, mm. But not as depressing as that Willow series. segue. Yeah, I saw that pop up. I got a notification on my phone that the first two episodes of the Disney Plus Willow series are up. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, because they already didn't they do weren't there books? The that comic book writer did books that were supposedly sequels to the Willow movie, but they actually probably were just totally original ideas that loosely tied to the original story. Segue. Uh, but yeah, very odd. Um, mm, mm, mm. So handmade. Oh wait, I can just take it from here. Handmade Christmas ornaments. Would be around every year. Would stop by, would make an appearance every year. Oh, okay. Wait. So unlike the it's getting too long though. Unlike their unlike their creators, handmade. Oh, I'm gonna make my mother cry. I hope she doesn't see this. So, unlike their creators, handmade Christmas ornaments showed up every year. Let's see here. So unlike their creators, the handmade Christmas ornaments, at least the handmade Christmas ornaments showed up every year. It's still pretty dark. Yes. Let's see. Is there so unlike their creators, the handmade or makers, is that unlike their makers? Is that sounding? I guess as long as I don't capitalize it, it doesn't sound too. The handmade Christmas ornaments, at least the handmade, showed up every year. The aging handmade. I guess it's should be obvious that they're dirty and old from the image. So unlike their creators, the handmade Christmas ornaments showed up every year. Let's break it here and see if that's any better. Still pretty dark. Right. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, well, we'll go with something like this. See if anything better comes to mind. Oh, there we go. And misprinted snack cakes. Yeah, right. Misfit toys. Oh. Sorry, I'm bringing everybody down. Uh. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, that's true, and it wasn't immediately off-putting. The Willow series wasn't immediately off-putting or like exhausting. I literally fell asleep the first time I tried to watch Rings of Power, and yeah, I can sit through really boring stuff, and it was just the pace of that show and the dialogue was so bad. At least Willow's trying to be a little funny and lively. I think too. In a negative and to a negative extent, but trying to be too funny and too self-aware. All right, misprinted or misdecorated, the island of misprinted snack cakes. Misprinted holiday snack cakes. So united by their misprinted, misdecorated. Something maybe decorated. Oh, totally missed. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Yeah, nostalgia was becoming brutal. All right. Misprinted or misdecorated. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not coming across the. It just looks like they have some kind of abstract logos on them. Incorrectly decorated. Misdecorated. That's not a word. Yeah, they. Both of these are very off. Let's see. So. We're bound, we're bonded, connected by their. Yeah, misfit. Misfit toys. Yeah, oh yeah, he definitely would have been a great Lan in Wheel of Time if they hadn't screwed that one up too. Yeah, good point, Matt. Yeah, I think that actor's got a lot of charisma. He definitely works well. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the princess. She's, yeah, not great. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what they're doing with the flashbacks too. Like we're seeing this like goofy version, this goofy like modern version of everything, and then they're doing these like really horrifying flashbacks into like all the terrible things that happened that they're not gonna, yeah, show us. All right. Misprinted. So they're rejects. So they're obviously rejected. See if there's any more interesting words. Yeah, rejected. So didn't consider themselves mistakes or yeah, misfits I think is a good is good. Oh yeah, oh, that's right. That's right. The cheaper is good too. I'm not sure when to celebrate. Yeah, yeah. They're supposed to be like like incorrectly decorated. Yeah, I was trying to think of like something that's shaped like a snowman that has a Santa Claus printed on it or whatever. But yeah, I didn't get so sophisticated with the actual drawing itself. Yeah, holiday snack cakes. Weren't incorrectly decorated misfits. Yeah, like a were incorrectly decorated holiday half price holiday misfits. The Yeah, I don't think this idea is. I didn't execute it very well. We're somewhat festive and what is it? Discounted, yeah. Half price. We're somewhat festive and completely half price. We're deeply discounted. Uh, mm, mm. Discounted? Yeah. The reject snack cakes were somewhat festive and deeply discounted. They just get thrown away, don't they? And half eaten. That one has a bite out of it. Reject snack cakes were somewhat festive and deeply discounted. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they can stand by themselves either. Yeah, I like Misfit, but I don't think I can get across the island of misfit toys joke with a pile of snack cakes. Yeah, the half-eaten ones. Oh yeah, returned factory errors. Ah, factory error is good too. That makes more sense. Factory errors. The hockey puck disguise was working. Factory errors is good. Yeah, actually that's good. Factory errors is funnier than reject snack cakes. Although that has a good rhythm to it. Reject snack cakes. Uh, Factory error is good. Yeah, tasted exactly the same. Festive and tasted the same, but with the factory. Oops, error. Snack cakes. Yeah, what's another? Yeah, cakes. Yeah, I don't want to get. Yeah, so snack cake is probably pretty important. Yeah, we're still uh tasty. Festive and half the price. Let's see if I can get this to. The factory era snack cakes were still tasty, festive, and only half the price. At half the price. Huh. I like factory error. That's really funny, but I want to make sure it gets, you know what those are. And with a bite out of it, I think people won't completely misunderstand. We're still tasty, festive, and so they were still this, and oh, okay, wait. Maybe but half the price. Air snack cakes were still tasty, tasty and festive. But at half the price. I don't know. The factory air snack cakes were still tasty and festive, but at half the price. Factory error cakes. And unlike their creators, the handmade Christmas ornaments showed up every year. Oh, no. Okay. That's going to be this will be my Christmas card this year. Yes, yes. Even Santa didn't want a factory error snack cake. Oh, man. All right, I think that will do it. So let me make sure I didn't spell Christmas wrong. All right, there we go. Okay. Suddenly very small. All right, let me just save these off, and we will try some Choco Babies. Tiny children from the Choco Islands. All right. And factory error snack cakes. All right, keep going here. Okay, 12-1. And oh, that's weird. That little screen is gone. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, get some rest if you got to climb a radio tower. Damn. All right, yeah. Take it easy. Oh, that's great. Yeah, take care. True help. I'm so glad you caught the stream. Good luck on that tower. Damn. Very cool. All right, yeah. Take care, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you next time. Nice. Okay, I'll make a quick switch. Oh, you can hear the convenience store music before you go. All right. Oh, cool. All right. So you get to see a quick glimpse of the Choco Baby. So these come in a much bigger container, but I thought if these were terrible, I would be stuck with a lot of them. Yeah, there's one that's about 4 times the size. It's like double the height. Or what's that? 8 times the size. There's a big plastic container of these little guys. So what are these little guys? So this is Meiji. Meiji makes some okay chocolate. And there's just Choco Baby. And as you can see, they oops, no, you can't see. They draw the little shape of the candy here, and it's just like a little pellet. It's not, doesn't look very appetizing. It looks very like some food for a zoo animal or something. You know, something you get out of a little machine to feed feed something at the zoo. And they also do not make this easy to open. There's no pull string or anything, but it's got this little plastic container it's in. I get to embarrass myself by not knowing how to open it. Yeah, there's no seam. Oh, there it is. There is. All right. So this is the last I think we're going to see of this logo. It's a very exciting logo too. I wonder how old these are, as far as like how long these have been around. They look like a 60s style candy. That's weird. There's no, so you can't, there's no way to keep this on. It's not like they have a like where you just peel the top or something, or maybe you were supposed to do that. Yeah, they lose. Oh yeah, no, I think you were supposed to do. Okay, so let's rewind. I think I was supposed to keep the branding on. It's really weird though, because it's a loose bag. Yeah, there it is, right there. I think you're just supposed to do this and pull the top off. Let's pretend I did it that way. And no, but that'll still take the logo off. Yeah, even if you pull this tab, it takes the logo off, and it's not like stuck to it, so it would just fall off anyhow. That's really odd that you'll just lose your branding completely. Yeah, but there was a little pull tab, but it doesn't, there's no way that bag would stick to it. Weird. So there we go. Completely unbranded little chocolate pellets. But just like Tic Tacs or whatever, see there's a little door. So I'm expecting something close to like a Tootsie Roll or something, like a weirdly sweet chocolate thing that doesn't taste very chocolatey. So they're pretty shiny, like they're like Milk Duds, the outside. Oh no, it's just like Meiji chocolate. Oh wow, yeah, they're not chewy or anything. It's just like little tiny, like very waxy. I don't know if you can see that. Little waxy coated pieces of chocolate, and it's just their standard chocolate. There's nothing strange about it. It's not hyper sweet, like super sweet. It's milk chocolate, definitely. Wow, it's pretty normal. It's okay. These would be good, actually. Maybe be good in a cookie. You could do a chocolate chip cookie with a million tiny chocolate chips in it. These would be pretty good. Yeah. So they're coated so they don't melt. It feels like I was saying, like a Milk Dud kind of coating, that real waxy chocolate. But they're not chewy. They just melt right in your mouth. Wow. That's weird. I don't know what I was expecting. Well, I was expecting the logo to actually stay on the package. I don't understand this packaging at all. I guess so. If this is a snack, I don't know. I don't get it. But they must roll these like little long chocolate things and just kind of snip them off and then coat them so they don't melt. Yeah, they taste really good. Yeah, they're very much like a theater snack. I think that maybe because chocolate, especially when it's not coated, not coated like this, you'll get some on your hands, even if you're careful about breaking off the little squares of a chocolate bar. So maybe this was like a more portable alternative. Because maybe I don't have, it's too cold here to know. But maybe even in the summer heat, these will stay kind of separated. Although they do melt in your mouth pretty easily. So can you imagine this just like melting into a big blob? But yeah, perhaps it's a way to have chocolate that's a little bit better alternative to having something you can't seal back up. Yeah, not bad at all. It's just very standard, little tiny pieces of chocolate. Yeah, they're great. It's weird there's no branding though. So it does say, it does, right? Yeah, it does say Meiji here. But it's strange that this like little clinging bag doesn't actually stay. Maybe it is supposed to, and I just like opened it like a barbarian. Because it seems like you would want this to, just like a, box of Tic Tacs or whatever. I'm surprised it's not like a sticker. Like they didn't put a sticker on the container and then shrink wrap it from there. But Choco Babies are not bad at all. Wow. And yeah, surprisingly a portable, although the big one is really strange because it's the same size, little tiny ones, but it's a huge container. So I wonder what that's for, like what you would keep that around, because it's too big to put in a bag or anything. So I could see this, like sticking this, in your school bag or whatever, and having little chocolates everywhere. Having little chocolates that you could take with you. Yeah, but not bad at all. I was worried they were going to be kind of like Tootsie Rolls. It's like, are Tootsie Rolls chocolate? They're supposed to be a chocolate snack, but they don't taste like chocolate. Ah, good stuff. Yeah. I love I love movie candy. Yeah, like Raisinets and Goobers and Milk Duds and what are the snow caps? Those little discs, those little chocolate discs with the white like sprinkles or whatever on them. Those little white decorations. Yeah, some good stuff. Looks good. Wood Smash. Yeah, these are, wow, that's surprisingly, I guess if you just want a little taste of chocolate, that's pretty great because you don't have to, they're pretty much self-contained. Yeah, I don't think there's any American snack like this. This is a really odd combination of things like convenience and size and stuff. Oh, well, maybe from the humidity they are a little bit stuck in there. I wonder. Be an interesting test. I'll leave this on my desk until the summer and see if they stick together. Yeah, exactly. Microdosing. Microdosing chocolates. Oh, wait. I didn't read the label completely. I don't know what's in those chocolates. Yeah, that's true. Yes, so that's right. Their desire is to reinstate the divine nature of Japan's imperial emperor and give you tiny chocolates. Yeah, the Meiji Restoration is actually a really scary time in Japan, as far as they like wanted to modernize. Like they basically did a duplicate of the British Navy and dominated the seas around Asia. And then decided, okay, now we're all going to wear suits and we're getting rid of this like samurai class and we're going to not dress, like Japanese. We're going to dress like Europeans. And they started to destroy, like priceless artifacts from temples and museums and stuff. And so there were some, curators and, professors and people involved in Japanese art history that were just sending stuff. So that's why some American and maybe mostly American and British museums have amazing collections of Japanese art, is because during the Meiji era, they were so terrified that this stuff was going to get destroyed in this effort to modernize Japan that people were just sending it away, just like, please, please preserve this, because our government has decided that, they want to look European now and they don't, care about the history anymore. Or put Tom Cruise in a movie. Yes, exactly. Nice. Well, Tom Cruise does really well. I mean, he's really popular in Japan, but also he's like he's height appropriate as well. He fits in perfectly. He's like normal human size in Japan. Oh man, I didn't say that. Nice. If they do a live action Dora the Explorer, I expect Tom Cruise could pull that off. That's funny. Yeah, wow. So surprisingly good Choco Babies. So yeah, I'll see if there's any other variations on this. Like a mint Choco Baby would be good. But yeah, I've seen these forever, and they're surprisingly good. I didn't know if they'd be worth trying or not. There's some stuff that just looks so, yeah, I don't know, so out of date that it doesn't look fun. All right. Oh, they did? No. They already made it. Oh, I can't. I don't even want to know what that looks like. Yikes. Yes. Tom Cruise's pellet size. He's a Choco Baby size. He's perfectly scaled for. These are full size. These are full size chocolates for Tom Cruise. Uh, yeah, it's a surprisingly normal candy. I expected it to be something weird, like one of those weird things that you don't know why they still make. But this is it's a perfectly normal. So Meiji does pretty decent chocolate. They do nice dark chocolates and stuff that are much better than they need to be. Like they're kind of grocery store chocolate, but they're really good. Choco Baby. Yeah, it's just kind of an unappetizing shape, though. You know, it's just like a weird, like hamster food. You know, kind of something you'd feed to a gerbil, but it's chocolate. Wow, so pretty good. All right, so yes, so if you're around or if you subscribe to the Upturned Table channel, tonight I will read the first chapter of this. I'm going to try out, so I'm going to record do a clean recording of my reading of this that I can edit and then do like post-production kind of stuff on. But what's going to go out live on the live stream is going to have some voice effect and some background music and stuff. So I'm going to see if that works because I found this software that might make it work. So yeah, so we'll begin the Advent calendar this evening with a reading from In Lunacy, the book 1 of the I keep forgetting of the Apostle of Insanity trilogy for the Mutant Chronicles, written by William F. Wu. So take a look at Upturned Table. So just at Upturned Table on YouTube, and it'll also go out on Facebook and Twitch. Nice. So it'll probably be a few hours. It's probably going to be the thing I have to squeeze in before bedtime. So maybe in about 5 hours or so, 5 or 6 hours, depending. So cuddle up and we'll read about the dark influence and the insanity of Mutant Chronicles. Nice, but and also let me know in the chat how it sounds because and the live stream is going to be I'm not sure how long I'm going to save it, but I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and record while I was actually streaming something. Oh yeah, that would be good. Oh Matt, that's a great idea. Yeah, we should do that. Go through the PDF because we played the quick start version. So yeah, we already have some experience with the rules. That should be good. No, look at that cover. How that's not going to give you nightmares. Look at that Apostle of Algaroth. He's fine. All right. So so keep an eye out for that in a few hours, and I will be back then. So on the other channel, I think there's a link to it, but it's just Upturned Table. Where is my window? Jeez, what a mess. This. Yeah, try to reduce these chat windows. Here, I'll just put a quick link. Oh, that's right. It's just the @ symbol now. So yeah, on that channel in just a little bit. For the the trilogy of, I keep forgetting the title. It's not a very catchy title then. The Apostle of Insanity trilogy. So yeah, that wouldn't be Algaroth. So yeah, see you. Oh yeah. Bad guy design in Willow is neat. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They did feel very tabletop. I'm sure they're planning on it as merchandising. Yeah, I wonder how it's going to do. It's hard to tell how anything does on Disney Plus. Back to Willow, yeah. So everybody, take care, and I'll be back soon. Most of you better be asleep by then, but I'll be back and take a look at the archive if you want to. It's just going to be a graphic. Like I'm just going to have a looped graphic and just voiceover. So no webcam or anything, just so I can concentrate on actually reading. All right. Yeah, so thank you, everyone. Yeah, Unknown Girl and Yum and Matt, good to see you. And, of course, True Help. Thanks a lot. Oh, and Quartz Creation showed up in Twitch. Thanks, Quartz. It was good to see you. Sorry I wasn't getting the messages. I don't know why the combined chat is not combining. I don't know. And K5, as always. Yeah. First in, always. So take care and see you later. So yeah, Abuse Cartoons is the abusecartoons.com is the website, and Abuse Cartoons on social media and YouTube and Twitch if you want to see more. And the archive is available at gocomics.com/domestic abuse. And we looked at some of the older ones. You can see some of the newer ones while you're there. And so that's all for now. So talk to you soon, and everybody take care, and more Christmas cartoons, hopefully less depressing Christmas cartoons next week. So take care, everyone. And and Some Empty Friend, yes, if you are here, thank you so much for lurking. I didn't draw too many blanks this week, so that's good. And hopefully we'll be back to Monday nights next week. I think things are close to normal, so we'll try that. So take care, and see you then. Goodbye.